I don't know
We
if
need
one
to
of
sign
you
on my
wants
phone.
to tweet out the link or something, because I'm really bad at that.
Oh, right, that. Yeah. I'm
And I'll
gonna
just
go
retweet it from
do
you
that.
guys. 'Cause I'm horrible
Okay.
about tweeting out the links.
Um.
That's funny. All I can hear is the title.
Right.
What? Okay, there. The tweet is out.
Wonderful.
It should be the right link, but I'm going to check.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
oh God. What was that?
the buzzing?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the buzzing was my phone buzzing.
Oh my God, that was so loud.
Yeah, it was on. It's
Oh,
on
you're not wearing it. Oh,
Yeah.
you're not wearing a headset. That makes sense. Okay, that's done. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me because I read the book like almost 2 weeks ago. So
You're the
Yeah,
I don't have all the details in my head like you do.
That's how I was for the rest of the live shows, and now I'm like,
Yeah,
night.
yeah. The tables have turned.
Yeah.
I was always the one reading it at the last minute, and now I just I thought, okay, I might as well just read it already because
I just
I
finished it last
I didn't want to be reading it until the last minute because it's like I get freaked out and I'm not gonna finish.
Uh-huh.
And I never know what's gonna happen here and when we're gonna have like we went away for dinner for New Year's Eve and then we went away for New Year's for lunch at my some friends of my parents. So I never know when I'm gonna be here and when I'm not. So I need to like read in advance.
Right.
No, yeah, just to be safe, yeah.
Yeah, I just read it, so I'm fresh. We have one viewer so far, guys, so...
Yay! Hello, one viewer. Oh my God, I need to pull up the ask thingy.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh.
Something was missing from
your screen?
From my screen. Yeah.
We'll wait till a few more people get in here and then start talking about everything. But yeah, everything's fresh in my mind, but I still feel like I've forgotten stuff, even though I read it last night.
It's like I kept forgetting stuff while I was reading it because like, with the different perspectives, I kept jumping, and that it was the same with the other books. But it's like we had more perspectives, and more stuff was happening that was like unrelated.
Well, all connected at the end, which is what was.
Yeah, but why? Like the first half, I was like, wait, what? And I didn't remember what happened like 3 chapters ago.
I remember the prologue because the prologue was like, what? Like I was like,
who are you? Who is this guy? Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that was awesome. So I was like hooked for the prologue. Like the prologue had me for sure.
Definitely, yeah. I totally wanted to, but besides, I was like. I had read like a third of the book and I still had no idea who the guy was because I was like, it could be anyone. It could be no one. It could be someone who hasn't shown up yet.
I thought that he was like a fire god or something at the beginning because it was saying like their blood summoned me and I'm awake before I'm supposed to be and the world's gonna burn and I was like, this isn't like a normal character. I thought for a second it was Felix. Right. And then I was like, this guy is like more than Felix.
At first I thought he was Felix as well because we had no idea who Felix was either.
Right.
So he might have been.
Right.
I mean, if he was, he wasn't going to tell.
Right. He wasn't going to be like, I'm a fire.
Like, oh, by the way, I have all these powers.
Yeah.
And
I was waiting for him to whip something out, like fire-wise.
And he found Jonas, like in the woods.
Yeah.
So, like.
So are we officially like talking about the weapon?
I guess. I mean, we have 2 viewers. I don't want to not talk about the book while people are just like waiting, but we'll slowly work into it.
We can't just stare at each other and not talk.
Right, because otherwise we're just gonna be like the people that are watching are gonna be like, why aren't you talking about the book? So yeah, we have 3 people, so we can get going and just say what we felt about everything. So I loved it. I was obsessed with it the whole time that I was reading it. I love this one better than the rest of the books. I loved it. It had everything I wanted in it. I remember more from this book than I did from the rest of the books, I feel like. And yeah, I like where it's going. And now that we've reached the halfway point, I feel like we're getting to, like, the really big important stuff. Because before we're like, oh, what's the Kindred? What's everything? And now that we, like, know that the Kindred isn't just, like, it's not just, like, crystals. This is, like, basically Titans, like, coming, like, that's gonna be some awful shit happening. So I'm pumped about that. I'm like, that's gonna be, like, King Gaius is not our biggest problem, thank God. And there's gonna be a lot more going on. So I loved it, and all the shipping is just so great.
Yeah, when I was reading it, I was like, oh my god, Sam is going to be obsessed.
I was dying.
And she's going to go crazy. Yeah, and I kept, like, wanting to talk to you about it,
right.
And you hadn't read it, and I was like, oh my god, when are you coming home?
Right,
Come home!
Yeah. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. I pretty much had the same problems I had with the previous 2 books, which, by the way, I am using 9 from my reading glasses, in case you didn't know. We never introduced ourselves.
Right.
I had the same problems in the fact that I felt like it was predictable again. Like, I saw things coming. Like a couple of things I didn't, but then most I did.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there were more things that were confusing, but there was still the whole predictable side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just knew, like, the thing with Alexis and Lucia was going to be a mess, and that he wasn't going to kill her, and just, like, stuff like that, and that Magnus was going to save Cleo. Of course, she wasn't going to die, and, like, people kept dying, and again, nobody important kept dying.
I don't think the character deaths were that bad in this book. Like, I think that she really reined in the character deaths, and at this point, I don't feel like she's doing them to surprise us anymore. I think she's doing it just to prove, like, it's world building. Like, people die a lot in this world, not like, oh, look at how shocking this is. Like, I don't think she's doing it for shock value anymore. I think she's doing it just to be like, hey, this world is really brutal.
Like, I just keep waiting for someone to die and for me to care.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the people who die are super relevant.
Right.
So I'm like, it's the same if they die or if they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I want one of the main characters to die, but I want someone to die. Like, why is Nick still alive?
I am so shocked.
I would care. I would care if Nick died.
Yeah.
But he's still alive. And I'm like, how? I was sure he was going to die in this book. I was so ready for him to die, and then he didn't. I'm like, what?
Yeah, the fact that he made it out alive in this book, I was like, oh my god. Like, way to go, Nick, because I was like, within the first few chapters, I was like, I think Nick's gonna die.
Seriously, I mean, seriously, and how? And after the beating that he got and everything?
Yeah, he almost died like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so weird. But yeah, that was my main problem as always, that just the predictability.
Marina, what did you think?
Okay, so I have to say, I like this one way more than all the other books, the first and the second one. This is by far, so far, it's my favorite. I think that because we're so much more used to the characters and we know what to expect from them, we know what they're like, I feel like it's a lot easier to accept the story and just, I don't know, I feel like in the previous books everything was a lot more predictable, and this one I was caught by surprise a couple of times, so I could appreciate that. And I like where the story is going. I mean, it's definitely not, I still don't think that it's something that would ever be compared to like more renowned like fantasy novels, like Game of Thrones and stuff like that.
Right.
But I see its merit. Like I definitely I can see what the author is trying to do, and I think that she's doing it pretty well. My main problems with this one are really just the writing style, but that's more of a personal thing. I think that it's just me as a reader. It's not my favorite type of writing.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes she just
Same.
ends through the plot a little bit too easily. She just, like, instead of, like, letting the characters, like, show you what's happening, she does a lot of, like, the telling. So sometimes I think that can be a problem, but definitely compared to the other ones, I think this is by far my favorite. I was really excited. I think that the plot moved along really well.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked the pacing in this one. Like, before, I think that we had a lot of, like, boom, boom, boom at the end, and we still had that, but I felt like the action and everything was, like, really spread out throughout the whole book instead of it being, like, chunky.
Yeah.
You know, like, it was, like, I wasn't bored at any point. Like, I was, like, surprised by a lot of stuff. And I just, yeah, like, I liked the where, and honestly, like, and I've said this before in the other live shows, like, I don't love these books because of, like, the twists. I love them because of the characters. Like, I really enjoy the characters. So, like, I don't really care how predictable the book is. Like, it's like, I love the character interactions and, like, what they're doing to each other, and, like, that's what I'm reading it for. So, I really liked the characters. Like, I feel like we've had so much growth from all of them since book one, except for Lucia, who I still hate, which we'll talk about later.
Oh my god, Lucia, I just want to hate her so
She's
much.
so annoying.
I totally thought her character was going to go a different route, and then it didn't, and I'm like, oh girl, just stop being,
I was waiting for her to, like, be strong, and she's just not, and she keeps being like, I am strong, and I'm like, no, you're not.
I keep waiting for her to be, like, I keep saying this in every live show, I keep waiting for her to be super evil, messed up.
Right.
And she just doesn't take that step.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when are you going? Like, that's the only way her character can go.
Yeah.
And that's, like, the only reason she can exist. To become really evil and mess things up.
Yeah.
And she just doesn't. And what the heck was that thing about, oh, we are eloping and I'm getting married? And
she's so stupid. She's so stupid. I hate her.
A little bit unnecessary, but I can see why the author did that. I mean, she had to get Lucia all the way across the kingdom, right?
Right.
So, I mean, how else were we going to do that?
And I think this is going to be her, like, turning point. Like, she's pissed off that Alexius is dead. Boo-hoo, oh my god. And she's going to, like, go off. Because that's basically what she said at the very end, where she was teaming up with Fire God Man, and it's going to, like, wreak havoc on everybody. So I feel like the next book, she'll be bad. She might be bad in book 5, and then, like, by book 6, it's going to be, like, everybody's going to get through to her, and she'll team up with them, and da-da-da-da-da. But I think she'll be a big pain in the ass for the next, like, 2 books.
Yeah.
Hate her.
But as long as she does something of her own will.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think she's going to be controlled by, like, Fire God guy.
Yeah, I have no hopes for her anymore.
So we do have one question, and I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but Nazifa Fatima, hopefully that's how you pronounce your name, Prince Asher's death, what did you think of that, and were you expecting it?
I wasn't expecting, like, Amara is her name? I wasn't expecting her to kill her. I mean, I should have, but I wasn't.
Right.
But it was weird. I wasn't expecting him to die so soon. I don't really care either way, because he was a super weird character and I never knew what to think of him. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I know that the prince and princess serve a purpose, but at the same time I'm like, they're very, like, two-dimensional. They're very, like, I don't like how they seem to, like, know everything, like, they know so much more than the people that actually live in Mythica do. And I'm like, how do you guys, who claim to, like, not be involved with them, know so much more than everybody else? Like, and I know they had spies, and he's done research, and blah, 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 but I'm like, you guys know so much more than everybody else, and it doesn't make sense how you know that much more.
That's true. I mean, I didn't really see his death coming. But to be fair, I didn't even see the twist of him going against his own sister.
Right.
So to be fair, I think that in itself was the biggest twist for me. After that, once they're all, like, at the temple already and everything was going on, I figured, like, okay, someone's gonna die here. It's probably gonna be him and Nick. But before that, I mean, I had no idea that he was actually gonna go against his sister with the whole thing of him, like, Nick when he got captured or whatever. whatever. So that was a big twist. I wish that he hadn't died, though. I mean, I would have liked to see that whole like Prince Asher and Nick thing develop a little bit, but oh well.
Ah, how underdeveloped was that? Like,
Seriously.
Asher as a character was underdeveloped, and then like that whole little twist of him betraying his sister lasted like what, 2 chapters, and then he was dead. And then Nick is like devastated, and I'm like, Nick, you guys like kind of kissed once and like never talked after that. Like, how are you devastated? I don't know.
And you were like not trusting him at all, like 2 days ago, and thinking he betrayed you. And suddenly, what? No.
Yeah, like I mentioned this before in the Goodreads group. I was like, I really love that there is some like LGBTQ representation, but that she didn't flesh it out enough for it to feel like valid. Like that was not like a bisexual relationship. That was just like a random thing.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. It was way too quick for it to even be valid at all. I wouldn't even consider that a good representation.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
It wasn't even like the start of a relationship.
No.
Like not even the start. Because we never knew what to think of Asher and or however you pronounce that name. And Nick didn't know what to think, and he didn't know what to think about his own feelings. So how is he like, oh my god, dying because he's dead?
Right.
So.
Yeah, they really didn't get a chance to like flesh that out. But I do hope that like maybe there'll be another dude that he can like be like, I'm bisexual with. But
at this point, I'm betting Nick is going to make it out alive at the end of the series because
he should have died like 6 times by now, poor kid.
Right. He's going to be there until the end, and we're not going to be able to.
Yeah, we're going to be, like, shocked. We're going to be like, how did Nick make it out of this series alive? Like, everyone else is dead, and Nick's, like, trotting out, like, doo-doo-doo. Like,
he's going to become the king.
You're right, exactly. So, as far as twists, since we're kind of talking about that, the whole Sabina actually being Magnus's mom.
Oh, my God.
I don't really know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't believe that. It was too convenient.
No. I don't like that twist. I think it was too convenient for her to say that just to get Magnus, like, kind of, what's it called? Kind of just forgive his dad. I think it was too convenient.
Right.
I don't really like it.
No.
And the king is always lying anyways, so.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna need some like confirmation of that somehow. Like I don't think, and there was no like foreshadowing to it either. Like if Sabina was like extra kind of nice to him or something, but she wasn't. Yeah.
I think that the king justified it in the sense that like, oh, she is a crazy person. She was always a crazy like person, so that's probably why she never like showed it like in terms of showing any love towards you. But even then, I don't see that.
No.
It felt too much like the king was like, oh my god, I need to come up with something.
Yeah. And he sucks.
That's what it felt like for me.
So we have another question from Tiny Fit, who I know we talk about this series on Twitter occasionally. So hi, nice to see you. But thoughts on new characters, Princess Amara and Felix. So we already kind of talked about Amara a little bit, but I hate her. I think she's annoying. I think she's conniving, but I don't think she's conniving in like a smart way. I don't like how like she's like, I'm brutally honest, so I can be really rude, and I'm like, I don't like that about you. Like, be smart, please.
Yeah, no, I don't like her either, and I didn't think that this would bother me this much. I was actually so upset that she got with Magnus at that point.
I can't talk about it. I got so nauseated. Like, I was sitting there and I was like about to throw up. I'm not even joking. It was bad.
Oh my god.
It was bad.
I didn't think that I was gonna be that upset over that, but it actually like it annoyed me so much. It was like I don't know, it wasn't necessary, but yeah, overall as a character, I don't really like her. She's not. I can see her being like one of the main villains right now. I understand like her presence in the story, but I feel like I don't know. She's just so annoying. She's
rubbing the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. She's just like you guys were saying. Like she knows everything. She's all like she has spies everywhere and everything. It's just too convenient. Yeah. I don't like. It's just I don't feel like she's actually like smart for herself. It's just like she just has the means. She just has people everywhere around. I don't know. Just take care of her business for her. But
she has no idea. how
Yeah.
to deal with anything.
As far
Yeah,
as Felix,
in the end, sorry, what?
what was that? If you have more about Amara, continue.
Oh yeah, I was going to say like in the end when she was like, "Oh, I thought I was going to be able to manipulate you by sleeping with you, but you don't care, and I can do anything with that." And I was like, "Oh my God, just shut up already!"
Yeah, oh,
Oh, like,
gross.
oh,
Yeah, she was so annoying. And then, so as far as Felix as a character, I love him. I don't want to love him that much, but he's an assassin, so like obviously I'm like all about him. But he's a sexist asshole, honestly.
yeah,
But I'm like
Yeah.
I'm thinking that he's going to have a character arc that's going to be pretty good, and like he'll turn out to be like a pretty decent person. But yeah, as soon as he appeared and like destroyed like what 12 guards, I was like, oh yeah, you're a fave.
yeah.
Like. So yeah, he's really awesome. And I actually read a interview because I was on Tumblr last night, obviously in the Fallen Kingdoms tag, and there was an interview with Rhodes saying that Felix was actually supposed to die in this book, but
Oh.
she decided to keep him around because she liked him as a character. So he's just
Oh,
like
yay.
he just appeared, like she was gonna kill him off in this book, no big deal, and he's gonna stick around and like actually play a big role. And I think she mentioned that he's gonna have a POV in the next book.
Okay.
Oh, that would be interesting.
that.
That would be interesting. I really like him. I mean, it was weird, but at the same, at first it was super nice for Jonas to have someone with him
Right.
to help him and to have like his back.
Uh-huh.
And their conversations were always hilarious.
Right.
And I loved like the banter they had when Lysandra came back and that whole thing.
Yeah.
It was whenever he was around, it was super fun to read the book.
Yeah.
I really like the parts with him around.
Yeah, he definitely spiced up the like rebel interactions because otherwise it would have just been like Jonas running around by himself and like
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
I was actually so upset when they revealed that he was working for the king. I know.
Oh my God. Yes.
Bye. But then I guess with the whole twist after how he leaves and everything, I mean they're probably gonna end up being friends still.
Yeah, I think because I think they'll have the POV with him off on his own somewhere, and then he'll like come back into their little group, and they'll have to like prove themselves worthy of his like trust or whatever, and yeah, it'll be good. But they need him because they're like a band of misfits, and he has his shit together. So
And seriously, they wouldn't be alive without him.
yeah,
And
Felix.
he can probably teach them a thing or two, especially being someone that's worked for the king for so long. He probably knows a lot about the king, so he'll be a good ally to have.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the rescue mission?
Talk about what?
About the rescue mission for Lysandra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't.
That was crazy. Like the whole thing, we all knew that her brother was going to die. Like you even said it on the last live show, Sam. You were like, "Oh my God, they're going to find each other, and then he's gonna die."
Yeah.
And then it happened.
He was like going crazy, basically. Like I saw that coming a mile away. Poor guy.
Yeah. Poor guy, seriously.
I actually kind of like. I was a little bit sad about that death, not because of him, because I didn't care about him, but the fact that he like
No, because of her.
petted him in front of her, and I like her as a character. I just was like, that sucks. Like she's been looking for him for like a year.
I
Like,
know.
ugh, yeah, that was not nice.
Yeah, that sucked for her. And seriously, that they made her watch, that was horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, I felt so bad for her.
but yeah, it was a little easier than I thought it was gonna be for them to get them back. Like I thought that she was gonna be in.
It was
the
like,
longer.
oh, fire, dude, you take care of everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kenya is here for my little bookshelf.
Sorry, I
Hello.
was gonna say, yay for Nick helping them out.
Oh right, I know.
That's all.
We're just gonna be shaking our head every time someone mentions Nick. We're just gonna be like Nick. The rest of the series. So Kenya was saying that she says, I just want to say that when you guys said Millennia or whatever her name was going to be the big villain last live show, she was just sitting here thinking hee hee because she'd already read. So that's funny because we like kind of called that. Which, by the way, so glad she's dead. Like
oh my God,
really annoying.
yes,
I
finally.
thought she was gonna last a little bit longer.
So did I.
Me Me too, but I'm so glad. I know that part when the fire god came back and she was like, "Oh my god, I love you," and I was like,
Right.
"Oh my god, you're so stupid."
Yeah,
She
you.
clearly doesn't love you.
I didn't like that at all, but whatever. She killed a lot of people off. So I'm wondering if in the next books, the last remaining elder, like Prometheus or whatever his name is
Yeah.
gonna have to like step his game up because he's like the last one.
I'm
So
guessing,
know.
like, because he's keeping Lucia around because he needs her to kill him.
right, the
Because
fire.
they need all of them to be dead for the spirits to be free or whatever.
Hmm.
I don't even know what they want. Like, what do they want? These spirits thingy that are trapped in the
Like I said, I feel like
crystals or
they're
whatever.
like I feel like they're titans, and you know, like it's very parallel to like Greek mythology titans. And whenever titans are like caged, they get real pissed. And so I feel like they're just like kill everybody so that we can never be caged again, and then they can like wreak havoc on the world because they're like all the elements, you know, so they can just be like causing mass chaos like all the time. That's pretty much all that like elemental beings ever want to do, I feel like. So they're just like mad, and they're just gonna be mad for a while.
I feel like
I
there's
have no
she's
idea where that's going.
other characters though, right? As watchers, because she's bringing all of them into Mythica for
Right.
like as mortals, and they're all dying. So I mean, there's no one, like there's barely anyone left. She's probably
Right.
gonna have to introduce new characters.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that like the last remaining one, like Timotheus or whatever his name is. I don't want to look it up right now. But he was
Right,
like
but
the last one.
he's like the last elder.
Mm-hmm.
But are there more watchers, like young watchers? The
I
ones
think
who can
it sounds like there's
turn
more.
into horns and whatever?
Yeah, it sounds like
There
there's
should
more.
be.
Let's
There's-
hope that there's more.
There should be, because otherwise there's no one left to like do something about it.
Right.
Like the mortals aren't going to be able to do anything.
No. Exactly. So speaking of Magnus again, both Tiny Fit and I think Kenya said the same thing about if Sabina really is Magnus's mom, do we think that there's going to be some like magical repercussions with him? You know, like, do you think he's going to end up having some kind of powers?
I hope so, at least a little bit. Come on, that would be cool.
I kind of want all to have powers. Like, I just want everybody, like, I want Cleo to have magical abilities so bad it kills me, and I want Magnus to be able to do something, because Lucia having, like, everything is so, like, ultimate power OP, like, you can't do anything with her, because she has, like, everything. And that's just, like, I don't like characters or villains or anybody that has, like, everything. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah, but I mean, if she introduced the fact that Sabina was his mom, I feel like there's probably a twist later on in his storyline. He's probably gonna be doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something needs to happen with that. It can't just stay in that conversation and be like, oh, by the way, your mom wasn't your mom and your mom was the witch.
Right, or your mom's actually this person,
my
and then
God.
she's this person, and then she's this person, and it's just, like, all over the place. So, let me see. I'm trying to look at all the questions because there's a few longer ones in here. Oh, okay. So Kenya said, I like this prediction, Kenya, just so you know. She says, I'm going to call it right now and say that I think that Cleo was the one that the prophecy talks about. The magic comes from her family, and she's the one that had the ring. I think she's going to end up having the power in the end. What do you guys think? I would fucking love it.
Oh
Like,
my God,
like
she
that.
was the one. She was the one who had the ring.
I would be all about that. Yeah, because why does her family have the ring magically? Like, wouldn't it have been with somebody else?
Like, where does Lucia actually come from?
Right. Like, we don't know who her family was.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of Cleo having some other power as well. I feel like in the end, if it were to come down to it, it might just be Cleo against Lucia, if anything.
I would love it so much. Oh my god. And I mentioned this a lot in the discussions, I loved the Lucia-Cleo friendship that was, like, happening in this book. Like, I really loved that. And that was, like, the only time that Lucia was actually bearable at all.
That's true.
And, like, a lot of times Cleo was saying, like, I really do feel, like, genuine affection for her. I feel bad for her. She's not like her family. Like, I want to help her, even though her motives originally weren't pure like that. You know, she wanted to manipulate her, and she did. But, like, she still was like, I kind of like this girl. We're both really similar. Like, we've both been torn from our families and blah, 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 blah. Like, and they're basically the embodiment of the two different goddesses, which I think is going to come up, too. Because, like, Lucia is basically, like, the, whatever the goddess is from her world, and Cleo is Cleo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a thing, because they're so similar to their different goddess embodiments. So, which I love a lot.
What else? Oh, she said also, I think that Felix is going to redeem himself and be a hero for like a second, and right when you love him, Rhodes is going to cut him off. I hope not.
Oh my god, yeah.
I hope not, though, because honestly, like, if we kill off, like, a master assassin that's been training since he was 11, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, because that's some crap. And Lucia and Nick make it, like, the whole series. Like, no. No. I'll be so mad. But, yeah, I can see that happening.
Lucia would make sense because she, like, has all this power and can protect herself.
Mm-hmm.
But still, yeah, it would suck. I don't want him to die. Like, at least not anytime soon.
Right. Yeah, let's slow it down on the character death.
I was thinking about it from more of like an OTP point of view, and I don't know if this makes sense or not. But I feel like, okay, Magnus and Clear are probably gonna end up together. But then if you think about
endgame.
Exactly, Alexius is gone, so I kind of see Felix with Lysandra, and then maybe Jonas with Lucia. But I don't know.
Jonas with Lucia.
Yeah,
Lucia dead.
I just feel like it might be like in the end she might just end up like keeping the four within the four, like, you know, like them, like the couples together.
Right.
'Cause I don't know. I mean, I like him. I like Jonas with Liz, but I don't see that lasting.
I think that's too easy too. Like, to just have them get together, like, it's just too... I really... Like, Morgan Rhodes does the hate relationships so well. So I feel like you should do more of that, because him and Liz ending up together is just, like, kind of inevitable. Like, it's just kind of like, oh, that would happen. But, like, I want there to be something more there than just that.
I just want to say, though, Marina, be careful with your predictions. But look how the last prediction you made turned out.
I know.
That was not fun.
Yeah. And to be fair, Marina, that one was, like, it could have been good. Like, the whole Alexius and Lucia could have been good, and it just wasn't.
I feel like, yeah, because we talked about it last time. I feel like if she had spent more time showing the reader the whole relationship that they had during the dreams and everything, if we had known more about that from the beginning and grew in this relationship with the characters, I feel like it would have made more sense. People probably would have enjoyed that relationship more, and maybe she might have made it last. But I feel like because we missed a lot of what was happening behind the scenes, it almost felt like insta love. That's literally what I thought.
Yeah. It was like Theon and Cleo in book 1. I'm like, what is this crap? Yeah. Like, don't feed me.
And him coming to Earth, being called by Millennia was like, okay, this is just going to end badly for everyone.
Yeah, it was not.
The moment he stepped foot on Earth, we knew it was going to end bad.
Yeah.
So, like I didn't even care anymore because I knew it was going to be Beth.
Yeah, no, that's when she found him at the city during the what was it, after the executions, that she saw him like entering the city gates, whatever. The moment that he stepped into the castle and he was like in his mortal form, I don't know why from that moment on I just didn't like him anymore as a character. I liked him better when he was a watcher. After that, I think subconsciously I knew that he was under the other what's her name, Millennia's control. Because I knew that, I automatically just didn't like him anymore. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because he couldn't do anything. Like, he was just like worthless. It's like, okay, dude, like
we just knew that everything that he was doing it because she was ordering him to.
Right.
So
But at least he did the little thing,
So
like
nothing was
follow
a good
Protestant
decision.
magic and like that kind of thing, so that he actually kind of disobeyed a little bit. But like,
Yeah, that was good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I loved when the last part when Lucia started taking Melania's powers away and
Mm.
Melania started to freak
That was really
out.
cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, way to go, girl, finally being useful.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
It was
god.
great.
So,
That sense it made sense that Alexis was taking his time, like teaching her how to do all that. But then it
right.
makes me wonder, like, would Millennia let him tutor her like that to the point where she would learn and know how to control Millennia?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a loophole. It was a loophole.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
so Kenya also said, talking about magic, if Sabina is actually Magnus's mom and he can have powers, then Magnus and Cleo will be the ultimate badass couple if Cleo ends up having powers too. Yes.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know how much power he would get.
I think he'd just be magically inclined.
He wasn't all that powerful.
Right. Right. Well, in comparison to like Lucia, like crazy power, no. But like I think Sabina, before Sorceress Girl shows up, was like probably a pretty badass blood witch. Like she could do some crazy crap. So I think it's just perspective, obviously, because now we're like, well, we can have somebody who can call magic out of her fingertips, and it's no big deal. So I think it might end up being like Magnus might have powers, his blood will get spilled somehow, and something will happen, and that'll be his like magic. If Sabina really is his mom, I think it'll be something like that. Like he'll get injured, and like something crazy will happen with his like blood or whatever.
Yeah, and then we'll know.
So
Oh,
Tiny
God,
Fit.
sorry, I died.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tiny Fit asked, has Magnus converted over to the Rebels since he's in love with Cleo? Do we think that they're all going to team up now? I certainly hope so.
What choice do they have?
Right. They're all on the same team, and he loves Cleo so much. He does. So
what
great.
are they gonna do? Go back to the castle?
Right. Yeah, like they're done now, and because he said he's like, I already betrayed, like I already committed treason, like I'm pretty much screwed.
Yeah.
So.
and he was,
I mean, they go back, they are dead. That's it. So no way. That would be stupid. That would be like the worst decision ever.
Right. And they are really known for bad decisions. Yeah. So speaking of,
I hope they don't.
Jonas, right?
Plus, there's the whole confession thing of him being in love with her. So I assume that he's not going to make her go back.
no.
And I assume that she's not going to be all like, oh my god, but I need to be in my castle because it's my castle.
Right.
And
No.
I would hit her.
Yeah, she's beyond, I think she's far beyond that at this point. Whatever's the easiest way to kill Gaius is going to be the way to go. So,
He's lasted this long.
right? I know. I thought for sure. Like, I was really hoping that before Millennia died, that she would have killed Gaius because he was such a brat.
Seriously. Why is
I thought she would be the one to kill
alive?
him.
Yeah, but
Oh, another thing though. Something needs to happen with the whole like Amara's father, like trying to conquer the
right.
whatever the kingdom.
Well, now that the Titans are, I'm just gonna keep calling them Titans because that's what they are to me. Now that the like elemental Titans are basically gonna be released, like good luck conquering that nation. Like they're gonna destroy you.
Yeah, but that needs to happen because Amara said like she left saying, "Oh my God, they killed my brother and my father is going to know," and whatever she told them what she was going to make up.
Right.
As a story for her father, so that needs to happen.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll probably be the next book's
up.
big plot point is like, oh my god, all the elementals are getting loose, and oh my god, like, the people from the Silver Sea are coming, and holy shit, we're gonna die. That'd be nice. So,
oh my god, do you think we're going to get a point of view from the king? Because there's no one left there to tell us what's going on.
Probably only for the chapter when he dies.
Right. But I wonder if we want a point of view from him.
Nick, and
right.
That's true. Oh, Nick. anymore.
how are we going to know what's happening over there?
I think that's a good point. I think maybe we'll get it from Felix, since now Felix has a point of view, and if he's going to go back to Gaius for like a little bit, then we might get some Felix.
We might do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the king is going to send him after Magnus.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So, Kenya said that she agreed earlier with what TinyFit was saying, that Magnus is basically a rebel at this point because the thought of killing his own father has already crossed his mind. And if there's a bromance between Jonas and Magnus, that would be so epic. A Jonas and Magnus bromance is endgame. I will love it. Anytime any of the main characters team up in a friendship, I'm like all about it.
It's going to be so weird at the beginning, though, because like Jonas doesn't know what he wants, and he's like kind of in love with both girls.
Jonas is
just
Jonas. But it's so bad. So obviously, the OTP of this whole book for me is Magnus and Cleo. But I still kind of like Cleo and Jonas a little bit. Like a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for me because, like, I loved... One of my favorite things between couples that hate each other is when the girl, like, slaps the guy. I just love it. I think it's great. And she did that with both of them in this book, and I was like, like, they're so good. So good. So, yeah, I think it's going to be interesting when they all team up, because we're going to have, like, the weird love square between, like, Cleo, Magnus, Lysandra, Jonas, Nick.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, Nick.
Yeah.
I don't even remember he's in love with Cleo. He doesn't even know anymore.
He's still there.
I'm sure he's going to fall for Jonas and it's going to be a mess.
Yeah. So speaking of ships and stuff, Nasifa asked, do we think Magnus is over his feelings for Lucia now? Does he only care for her as a brother now? I think so. I think he's over it.
I don't know if he's enough time apart.
Yeah, I don't know where that's going.
I feel like even...
They're not going to see each other anytime soon, though.
Wait, what? Marina, what?
Sorry?
I think that even just seeing her with Alexius, I think that in a way helped him overcome that. So it might not be 100%. He might not be 100% over it, but I feel like moving on to Cleo now and seeing his sister with Alexius might help him move on.
Right.
I think that he'll get there. Yeah.
And the fact that she's like constantly mean to him, like she hasn't like. There's been no clues of her being like, oh, maybe I can think of him differently. Like, even in this book, she was like, no, he's my brother, no, 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 no. So, I think that he's kind of slowly moving away from that.
And she kept complaining, like saying, oh my god, you're looking at me like I have a disease and you don't talk to me and blah, blah, blah. Right. And I'm like, what do you want? Do you want him to talk to you and then you treat him like crap?
Right. It's tough because they used to be best friends, right? I think that's mostly what she misses.
Right.
But it's a little bit unfair to him because in a way it's almost like she is not. I don't know. I mean, it's not like she's really reinforcing like, oh yeah, maybe there's a chance here. She's not giving him hope, but at the same time, it's tough for her because they were friends. He was the only friend that she had growing up, right? So it's tough, but. I don't know, I feel like we're past that point now. I mean, she's already moved on to Alexius. I mean, whatever, he's dead. She's going to find someone else, but still, like, has sailed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not going to... I can't see that backpedaling and that being a thing. Hopefully it's not. No, oh my god, I hate it so much.
I mean, he already said that he was in love with Cleo, so...
Yeah, and it's going to bring him only pain and suffering.
And besides, it's like, they're not, like, I feel like he freaks out about Lucia whenever he sees her. And they're not going to be seeing each other, like, for who knows how long.
Yeah, and I still think he's, like, more brotherly defensive of her, because, like, they couldn't find her in the, like, explosions and stuff, and he was like, I just want to make sure you're okay. And then she's like, and he's like, fine. And, you know, like, I don't see it being, like, romantic feelings. And
yeah, I don't even know.
The fact that he's been admitting that he had romantic feelings, I think, is his way of kind of getting over it. Like, he's not in denial anymore. Like, he's told people that, like, yeah, I used to want to, like, be with her, whatever. And the fact that now he's not looking for the Kindred to be powerful to be with Lucia, like, that hasn't been mentioned ever again. He's looking for it to, like, keep it from his dad. So I think that that his motives have shifted for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, Kenya also said, "Do we think that Cleo is in love with Magnus though?" I think she's gonna be.
Yeah,
I think she's getting there.
I don't
Yeah.
think that she's there yet, but she will.
No.
Yeah.
I think that they're gonna fight it. I think that like whole next book is gonna be them like being like, "I hate you, for like the whole book. It's gonna be all angsty. I'm gonna die every time, and it's just gonna be wonderful.
It'll be fun though. It'll be
Yeah.
very entertaining.
Yeah, I just want them to be sassy at each other and like hate each other and be like slamming doors. I'm picturing all the things. I just love it so much. I love them. They're my favorite. So Nazifa asked, how much anxiety did the Cleo dungeon scene give you? Probably applying to me since she's my baby. I was actually kind of scared for Cleo. Like when she was in the dungeon, like I didn't think anything would happen, but I was a little nervous. Like before we knew that Magnus was the one that was going to interrogate her, because then I was like, okay, she's fine. But when she was being taken in front of the king, I was like, is she going to die before Magnus can get to her? Because that's going to like, I will stop reading the series.
Yeah.
Like I will be done. Like. Yeah, but then she was fine.
Yeah,
though.
no.
Okay, great.
I feel like that would be at this point, like 3 books in. I feel like it would be too much of a, almost like a stupid move of the author, I guess, if she killed like either one of those two, because I can tell like a lot of people would probably continue reading the series just to find out what's going to happen to them. So
Yeah,
I mean,
they're fan favorites, like for sure.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
those characters are having the most growth.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but I agree that scene was a little bit intense. Like at one point, I was like, "Oh, come on, hurry up, just do
Right,
something."
like I was like, don't look ahead, but please be okay. Like it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, I like for a second I was like, oh my god, is this seriously going to happen? Like now? Really?
Right.
And then I was like, oh, no way, no. And then it didn't, because like as soon as he shows up, you're like, oh.
Right. As soon as he showed up, we're like, okay, everything's gonna be fine. Like he's obviously gonna kill Cronus, which I love.
Yeah.
And yeah, so good. Oh my god. This is a good question, which wait, where'd it go? Oh, Tiny Fit asked, how did the godlike person awaken though in the first place? Which I have no idea how that happened. Like without the crystal being called forth first, like I guess there was so much blood spilled that. Wait a second. Okay, I have a theory and it's crazy. And I just thought of it, but the fire god woke up at the rebel site where Magnus's blood was spilled because he got in the fight with Aaron.
Wait, no, but you know, the other Watcher died there.
That's true too.
Like the Watcher girl.
Yeah.
Died
Those
there.
are true. But he was saying that, like in the first scene, he was saying that he was like called forth by blood or something like that, which is what makes me think that it was like, because no more blood was spilled there than was spilled at, anywhere else. So yeah. So I think it was something, either it was Magnus, blood, blah blah blah, or Watcher, or a combination of both, or whatever. Because like how did he get out of his crystal? Whatever.
I have no idea.
But that was
What Tiny Fit said again, she was saying, I feel like the god person is going to seduce Lucia like he did with Melania. I feel like that might happen too.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. The fire elemental. Because Lucia makes horrible choices with men. So,
Poor girl. I know. That girl. I've lost all hope.
Yeah, she's...
Yep.
I'm done with her. Okay, I'm trying to look through these. We actually have like a lot of comments going on. So, what's going on? So let's see what we... Okay, this is actually a really good question from Kenya again. 2 questions after I finish Gathering Darkness were, what's going to happen in the next book, and how will the spin-off series relate to this book? Yeah, the spin-off is the one that I'm most, concerned with.
I have no idea. We need to ask Lainey what it is about, because she's reading it, or she's read it already. So I don't understand what it's about.
Are you talking about Lainey's read the
Yeah.
Just read it?
Because she got an arc.
She
Did you see her
she hasn't
video
read
of
it
the
yet,
unboxing?
yeah. I saw the unboxing.
Like
She
on the
hasn't read it
unboxing, yeah. But I saw a video where I saw one of her videos where she said she was reading it.
Oh,
I
was
don't
she?
remember what
I
video
know that
it was.
I know that the spin-off is like it takes place in our world and in Mythica or however you pronounce it. Which I'm like, I thought that maybe in this book we'd have some kind of like snippet to kind of connect it, and we didn't.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I'm like,
I have no idea.
because I'm pretty sure it's a
Because-
prequel. Like I think it's stuff that
Right.
happened a while ago.
I'm just
Yeah.
excited it's going to take place in Toronto. I'm really excited for that. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
She's from, like, the author is from Toronto. Makes sense.
Yeah, she's from the area. That's why, because I don't know if you guys saw it, but a few weeks ago she tweeted saying that she left some books signed at one of the bookstores in Vaughan, which is in the area. So I drove all the way there just to get a copy.
Oh my god.
I saw you tweeted about it.
Yeah, I posted it on Instagram,
On Instagram,
but I
yeah.
drove all the way there just to get the signed copy.
That's awesome. I would do that. I would for sure do that. Nobody signs books around here like that. It's bogus.
It was funny because when I got to the bookstore, I actually called before because it's kind of far from where I live. So I called them before and I was like, "Hey, can you double check for me if you have any left copies of her book that's signed?" And the girl on the phone was like, "Wait, so you're saying that this author tweeted about signing books at my bookstore and she never told anyone at the store that she was signing the books?"
Oh my
And I was
god.
like, I don't know.
Oh,
But
God.
apparently
They do that all the time, though. They just go inside bookstores and sign stuff.
Brandon Sanderson does that a lot.
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah.
cool. I would do that.
Yeah.
They do it. I see that they do it a lot when they are on airports and they are
Yeah.
super bored and they don't know what to do, so they go into the bookstore and find their books and start signing them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
So
That's pretty cool.
I was looking over the description of the spin-off series, and I still don't understand how it's going to connect to everything, because it's saying,
No.
like, in ancient times, it's saying that, like, a merciless goddess hunts for an elusive treasure that would make her ruler of, like, all the worlds, basically. And I don't know. I feel like, is it supposed to be a prequel series, like, to what was happening before with the goddesses, or is it, like...
Lainey had when we were on the first live show when Lainey came to ask questions. She said it was a prequel, but I don't know if it means prequel like at the time of the goddesses or after.
Because it says a merciless
we're
goddess.
now.
Yeah, it says a merciless goddess, so I'm assuming it's like
Oh,
goddess.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But even like the last names of people like aren't familiar. Like they're not. So it's not like the main people now.
Related. Yeah.
And I'm like, that place is not that big, so that doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
What the heck?
I just really want to know what the heck is going on with Lucia's real family.
Well, they're all dead.
I know, but who were they? Because she's
Right.
from Limeros.
Yeah. Yeah, she was
That
she was
doesn't make
Pelasian.
sense.
Yeah, she was Pelasian. Oh, Kenny was saying it's about...
she's Pelasian.
She's Pelasian, yeah. Kenny was saying that the spin-off series is about Watchers in our world.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
we'll see. I still don't know how they're gonna like tie all that in though, and yeah, so we will see. I mean, that's coming out like what, June, something like that. June.
Yeah, it's pretty soon. When is the fourth book?
Like next December, I think. Very upset about it.
Still, it's only a year, and with another book in between, it isn't
I know.
that bad when you think about it.
Right. I mean, the spin-off series will help, and obviously there's like a ton of other books from other series coming out. Like, thank God, the next book in Kiss of Deception is coming out in like July. My God. But that'll hold me over, and the Winter's Crime is coming out in like January, so I'll be fine. But it's still like, I forget everything from some of these books. I have a horrible memory. I like forget stuff from books that I read like 2 books ago. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to reread all these books. But I'll be fine with rereading Gathering Darkness. I think you only really need to reread that one. So I'll be
Yeah,
okay.
that-
Probably.
It was real good. Alright, let's see what else is in here. Okay. So, did anyone else feel like Jonas was, like, really pointless in this book? Like, I know we had to keep following him, but, like, he was really just like, why are you even here?
Basically,
I think
he had to make sure Lysandra didn't die.
Huh?
He had to wait.
He had to make sure Lysandra didn't die.
That's true. That's like all he did. I don't know. I just felt like he was really useful.
Hey! He got 2 crystals.
That's true.
He was just running.
That's true.
He got 2 crystals.
That's true.
For Cleo.
That's true. I feel like he didn't get a lot of his POV in this book, which not that we really needed to because he wasn't really doing much. But it just was like when you had so much of him in the last book, and then you go to this book and you're just like, where's Jonas? And I know that like all of his people were dead, and he had to get Lysandra back, and he had to get the crystals or whatever. But it was still like, I felt like it was just weird to go from like all about them in Rebel Spring to being like, no. But I mean, it makes sense because they're dead, but. You know, it was a little.
There were like so many other things going on.
It's true.
That's the thing.
Do you guys still think that is that her name, Emilia? Do you think that she's still gonna come back?
I'm holding out hope still. I almost thought that the girl in the dungeon might have been Emilia, and the only reason I say that is because she was brought up like 3 times. And I was like, why do we have her fight some random girl? And why was this girl in like like a cage by herself? And why did Lysandra like lock eyes with her before she left? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe. I'm holding out hope for Emilia being alive still because honestly, like there should have been some kind of burial. Like she's never brought up.
It was all too swift, her death. I think that there's probably something.
I didn't hear what you just said.
Oh, I was just saying that her death was really swift. Like, it was way too quick and, like, convenient for a character that was, like, in the first book for so long.
Right.
I feel like we might still hear something about that.
Yeah, I think she's definitely going to make an appearance because, again, like we said in every live show, the beans were glowing in her mouth. Like, that means something. That means something. So I expect her to like clear out of the woodwork and like book, you know, the next 3 books somewhere. Like,
I hope so.
Hoping. I feel like there's something else we were gonna talk about. I'm gonna look through what I said. So am I the only one that ships Magnus and Cleo as hard as I do, or are you guys like on that ship with me sailing home?
No, I'm there with you.
Okay, good.
With you on this.
Wonderful.
Like I ship them, but my problem is that I'm not obsessed with any of the couples, but that's because I'm like not super invested with the characters.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's because I didn't fall in love with the books for some reason. I still don't know what. I don't know. I think I was expecting them to blow my mind, and they didn't. So now I'm like.
Yeah,
like they are okay books and they are fun, but they are not like the best books I've ever read.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I ship them, but
they're definitely
I'm not invested.
It's definitely it leaves a little bit to be desired, like in terms of the writing style, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I feel like just because we marathon the books too, but like being so invested in the characters, that's really the most of what I care about. So at this point, I just want to know what's going to happen to them. That's it. I just want to know.
Exactly.
So that's what gets me excited.
Yeah, I like the characters a lot. I mean, even like yeah, I kind of hate Lucia, but I still want to know what happens to her. And like Magnus and Cleo obviously are my baes, so I'm gonna be all about like what's happening with them. Like I thought the Magnus and Cleo chapters, granted I love them, but I thought those chapters were like really well written, more so than the rest of the book. Like the Magnus Cleo chapters were like really well done. I thought like superior to the rest of the stuff.
That's true. I agree with that.
I found, for example, that whenever I got to a Nick chapter, I stopped reading. And I like him, but I'm like, oh, a Nick chapter. Okay, I'll come back to you later.
Well, he's kind of like filler stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Kenya was like, girl, everyone is shipping them so hard. Which is true, but I was asking more Marina and Luisina because I know that you guys are like not as Well, Marina is, but I know that like Lucian is like not as invested, so I wanted to see what if they at least got through to your cold heart.
Yeah, the thing with me and Shakes in this series is that since I'm not super invested with the characters,
Right,
I
it's
don't
hard.
mind either way. Like I'm okay with them being together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not pushing them to be together, but if they're together, that's fine. Like it works. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, oh my god, yes, please be together. But
Right.
I'm not like, oh my god, no, you don't work together, and I want you with someone else either.
Right.
You know
Yeah,
what I
because
mean?
you just don't. Yeah, you're neutral.
I'm
Oh.
more excited for them than I was for like what's the other couple, Juliet and Warner. I was more excited for Magnus and Clay. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
I mean, they're pretty equal for me
They
because
haven't
like the build up is like so long, and especially because like the beginning of this book is when you really started to see them both kind of like. I mean, even in Rebel Spring you saw it where they were kind of like, I kind of I can't figure you out, whatever. But then this book, it was just like all about them. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. Oh my god, I'm like gonna pass out. I love them so much.
I just want to know what happens in the next book because I think like the story could like blow up now with the whole mess about the spirits and whatever.
Yeah, the elemental guys.
Yeah, that could like go somewhere awesome.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I'm
pumped
interested
about
to
it.
know about that.
So Kenya again said that she's like, oh my god, I think that the spin-off is the story of the hunter and the girl that's Cleo's ancestor, which is awesome if that's true. Like she was reading through it apparently, and she thinks that's what it's about. Which that would be good to get that kind of like story of like when the Kindred was like hidden and like all that stuff. I'd be about.
I don't remember that story. What story was that?
Like how the Kindred got hidden away and everything, and how they like separated everything.
It was on the first book.
They mention it in passing in this book too, like very, very briefly.
I don't know. I have to look back and see and read.
Was it a what? No, it was water.
Oh, so Kenya's very helpful in this live show. Kenya's saying that she thinks that Chris, one of the main characters from the spinoff, reads one of the old books. I think that's the character in our world. And that is how we're going to learn the story, like this Hunter Cleo ancestor story.
Huh.
That's how she thinks it's going to happen. That's what she's thinking. So I think that makes sense because yeah, a lot of the background story wasn't really built up, and if she's doing a spin-off series about that stuff, it makes sense why she's been kind of like vague with that, because we're gonna see it.
I mean, it has to be a spin-off that relates somehow, otherwise it wouldn't make sense for it to exist.
Mhm.
Like it has to relate to the Fallen Kingdom series.
I just really want Lainey to read it and answer all my questions.
Right. Be like, Lainey, can you just get on this?
We're gonna have to tweet her. We're gonna have to tweet her and say, okay, what is this book about? We are confused.
Well, I'm pretty sure, I think Lainey's gonna pass it around to, I think Kenya's probably gonna get it. Kenya, are you gonna get the spin-off series arc from Lainey, probably? I feel like you will. I think she's gonna trade it off with, Shannon and Kayla, and, they kind of, trade their arcs around, which is amazing. You guys are awesome people for doing that. So,
Seriously.
So they'll know, and then I'll be like, tell me! Tell me
Kenya, whenever you get answers, do help us.
Right. Yeah, just so I know, what the plot is, because I'm so confused about the plot right now.
I know. I'm excited for it, though.
Yeah. Nazifa said that she thinks the characters are the best feature of the whole series. They've constantly surprised me thus far. I really like the character development. Like I've said, I think that they're all very different than who they were in book one. I mean, even Lucia, I think the one has grown the most, or the least.
The least. Yeah, definitely.
But I think they've all changed a lot from who they were, beginning of book one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And all the relationships with each other have changed a lot as well.
Kenya said that she just texted Lainey right now asking a million questions and that she is sending it to her next.
Okay, cool.
So, awesome, Kenya. I'm going to be, direct messaging you on Twitter being like, tell me all these things! It's gonna be
By
bad.
the way, I don't follow Kenya. I don't think I'm subscribed to her. I'm gonna have to do that.
My Little Bookshelf. She's adorable.
Yeah, no, I didn't know her. For some
Yeah.
reason.
Super cute. I adore her.
I
So,
like when they did those videos in the summer when they went to New York. I was like, yeah, let's follow everyone.
yeah, exactly. It's just like, oh, you guys are cute.
I remember watching that.
Yeah,
I don't even know. I don't even know where I was because, like, your summer is the middle of the winter for me.
Right, so you're like bundled, hibernating, like waiting for winter to be.
I have no idea what your summer is.
Uh-huh. That's so funny. Yeah, so that's at well, I think I watch all those because I want to go to BEA this year and like BookCon, so I was like, let's do some research.
I
Lucky.
really want to go.
Marina, you should totally go.
You know,
We're like,
I
we
really
can meet
want to.
halfway. We can meet.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect.
Oh my god. That would be awesome, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see if I can save up.
Yes. Do it. All right. I'm just looking to see if there's any other questions. Is there anything else we want to talk about? I feel like we've covered a lot of it because this book was all about Cleo and Magnus, and I'm just like,
That's all that matters.
yeah, that's really all that matters to me. I was like, this is beautiful. Oh my
When they
god.
got-
Like, I actually had a little bit of a, like, I don't really get book hangovers, but, like, for 4 hours after reading this, I was like, I'm going to go watch TV and just chill and not think about anything. I actually watched, like, the Kardashians, which was, like, crazy, and I just was like, I'm just going to sit here and, like, not think about anything. So, good job, book. But I did start Eleanor and Park, so I did.
Oh my god, finally!
Finally.
Oh,
'Cause I need a break. I need a break from the fantasy. Like, push away the fantasy for a second. Breathe some contemporary. Then you can do fantasy again.
Eleanor and Park is a lot about the feels, all the feels.
I'm already like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I don't think that was the best idea, though.
to do Eleanor and Park next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, I kind of had like I'm forgetting her name right now. Her Twitter name is Cap89. What is her real name? Anyway, she told me that if I read Eleanor and Park like really early in January, that she'll read The Winter's Curse. We had like a deal, and I'm like, okay. So that's why I did that, because otherwise I was gonna read Zodiac by Rumina Russell next, and I didn't want to jump into science fiction like right away from fantasy. So there's really no book that you can jump into. Like,
When is the second book coming out for The Winter's Curse?
I think it's in March. I think.
Okay. I have to read that before then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read it either.
Oh my God, guys, you're killing me here.
I already have it. I own it.
Good. Yeah, they're real good.
So many books.
Yeah. I know. I'm already like, there's so many things that I have to read, but
I'm on summer break now, so I kind of want to read everything in January and February. And I have no idea how I'm gonna do that. Like, it's not gonna happen.
yeah, I'm trying to like marathon read a ton of books before school starts.
Same.
Yeah.
Me too.
Like, just get a lot of shit done, which is why I want to do Eleanor and Park, and I'm gonna do Zodiac, and I think I'm either gonna do Liza Locke Lamora this month or Mistborn, maybe, hopefully. I just want to read like as many of the like most anticipated books as I can.
Yeah.
There's so many. There's so many. Oh, Lainey's here. Now she can. Lainey, answer all the questions about the spinoff.
Where is she?
You guys said I'm here. So yeah, we'll just wait.
It's about the Watchers.
Right. Well,
She says it's about the Watchers.
Yeah, she needs to fully explain
Yeah, specify, please.
everything.
We are so confused.
I just don't know how I'm supposed to connect to everything. Like, that's my only.
I'm just really confused. How far is she into the book?
We'll just sit here and wait. Lainey, do you want a video chat?
Invite her. Bring her in. Sure. We'll do another one.
Might as well. Yeah, we'll wait for her to type up some stuff.
Profile on Goodreads to see how far into the book she was, but it only says page 1.
Damn it, Lainey.
That is not enough.
Right. That's so funny. Yeah, so while we wait for her to type about what she needs to tell us about the series.
Oh, Kenya was saying that Zodiac is really easy to read. It doesn't even feel like a heavy sci-fi. That's good to know.
That's good. Yeah, I'm like just stepping into sci-fi.
I want to know about that book because I'm intrigued, but I don't know if I want to read it, so I'm gonna wait for your thoughts.
Yeah, it looks really good. And I just read Avalon, which I'm like obsessed with now because it's just like so much fun. So I'm into the light sci-fi right now. And then I'll step into like the heavier sci-fi when I can like get my feet wet with a little light sci-fi. Like I can't get into that like right that quick.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen Avalon in a book outlet, no?
I think did I get it from Book Outlet? Maybe.
I think that I've seen it there. That's dangerous.
Pick it up. Girl, pick it up. It's good. It's
Oh my
it's
god.
fun. It's fun.
Don't even tell me about Book Outlet. I tried to make an order on Boxing Day,
Uh-huh.
and I had like $15 worth of books, and
Uh-huh.
shipping was over 45.
What?
And I was like, no,
That's insane.
no,
Wow.
that's not happening. And that was like with the,
Okay, so we will invite Lainey in to talk about the spin-off series. She said she looks ratchet, but she's gonna put a sweatshirt on. So Lainey, when you're ready, when you look
Okay.
good, girl, let me know, and I'll invite you. Because then she can give us a little prequel, and that'll pretty much wrap everything up after she tells us about that. Oh, real quick, since it matters to me a lot. So Nazifa asked how excited I am for Heart of Betrayal, and obviously I'm very excited about Heart of Betrayal. Heart of Betrayal is like my most anticipated release of next year. I'm dying. I'm pretty much gonna like email the publisher every day and be like, "Hi, can I have an art copy, please?" Like, like I need it now.
You're probably gonna get it, yeah.
Right. Right. I'm even tempted to get like on Edelweiss or like one of those other art websites just to read that book, and I'm not even interested in doing that usually. But I'm like, I'm gonna need that like immediately. Immediately. Okay. Are there any other questions?
But you do so many reviews, though. They should. You're going to review it for sure. So
Right.
why wasn't I?
Right. And I'll love it. So.
And you love it, seriously.
Like, I'll tell everyone to read it.
It's like easy plug for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've made people from real life read it. Like obviously you guys are real life too. But like my best friend, I was like, you need to read this. She's like, it looks like it's stupid. And I was like, you shut your whore mouth and read this book. Like I am so serious. Like you need to. Okay, added you on Google Plus. All right. Let me invite her. Okay. Ginger reads Lainey. All right. Here we go. Invitation posted.
Excited to hear more about this book.
Seriously. Because I'm so confused on what this spin-off is supposed to be about.
Seriously.
So.
Suspense.
I know. Well, we're just sitting here, we're like, dude. So funny. Okay. I'm just making sure that we haven't left anybody's questions out.
We had a lot of people join us this time around. I guess because
Yeah.
I think, like, because it's a newer release, people have read it, where, like, the middle book, people really hadn't read. People read the first book, so we had a lot in that one.
that's true.
So it's been nice. And, like, I posted every day that I was reading it, well, the one day I was reading it, about flailing, so people knew I was going to be real invested in this live show.
Oh my god, you guys were tweeting about it, and I was like, something happened with this ship.
Right? Because, you know, I'm so obsessed. I was so obsessed. I was like, I was squealing. My boyfriend's upstairs because I read it downstairs in the living room, and he was like, "Did something happen?" I'm like, "Yes, it did. Something really important happened."
After I was reading it, I was like, "Oh my God, Sam! Oh my God,
Yeah.
Sam!"
No, it was like
Sam, she's going to die.
like it was bad. It was bad, and I was like fanning myself. Like that's nothing that bad has happened since Ignite Me when I was like sweating. Like Ignite Me was still worse because I was like sweating. Like I was so anxious about that book. And then, but this happened and it was like a really close second. I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, bury me at dawn. I'm dead. Just, it's fine. Like, it was so bad. I just get real invested, okay? Okay, okay. She says that she's having problems with the invite. I will try to follow you on Google+. and I hate Google Plus. This is like
Oh gosh.
my least favorite thing.
I need to try like 3 times today.
Really?
For it because it wouldn't let me log in with my channel account. Wanted to log me in with like my email account, and I'm like, no, I don't want to log in with my email.
Okay, I followed her on Google Plus. I'm gonna try to send an invite again, Lainey, just for like good measure. Kindred, Lainey. Invite.
Oh god, I can't read. Dying. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I'm looking through questions. Oh.
That said that you invited someone to the live show, but
Yeah, me too.
I'm not sure if she got it.
So hopefully it'll work. We'll see. Google Plus just like is complicated. Like every time that I've set up a live show, it's gone differently within Google Plus. Like I don't understand why that happens. A lot.
Oh.
So, okay, I'm going to try to make sure that we get through all these questions. I think we answered a lot of them.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
You can't see the questions?
No, I mean I can't see anything new.
Right.
Like something that we haven't talked about.
Yeah.
No biggie, Lainey. We're all just waiting for you.
Right. It's fine. We'll be here. I don't have any plans tonight.
We're here.
I'm just going to read Eleanor Park.
So that I was gonna ask how are you liking Eleanor Park?
I'm only like 30% of the or 30 pages in, so I haven't really gotten far into it to like really have an opinion. But I am already like a little sad about Eleanor and her situation. Like I don't know a ton about it already, but it's like my social worker lights are like going off in the background, like rah, rah. So I'm like, oh, I feel bad for her, but it's cute. Like I'm already thinking, like I like Rainbow Rowell's writing. This is the first book I've actually read by her. Like I loved her story in My True Love Gave to Me. This is the first thing I've read by her.
So you haven't read like
That's right, you've never read anything by her.
Yeah, I've never read Fangirl. Well, when I first started watching BookTube videos like 2 years ago, like Rainbow Rowell wasn't a thing. Like, and then I stopped watching him until like I didn't get back on BookTube until like a month before I made a channel. So like, and she appeared in the last like year or so. Like people started being like obsessed with her because before I like hadn't heard of her. So then everyone's like, read this, and now she's...
Yeah, people became obsessed after Fangirl.
Yeah, like, and she's so hyped now that I'm like, I don't know what to read first, and, like, I get really anxious about, like, overly hyped books. Like, I'm actually going to do, like, a discussion about this soon, but, like, I get really, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to read first, and I'll like, buy it and look at it and be like, I'm going to wait for the perfect moment to read that book. So I love it. So I have a ton of books on my shelf that I've had and wanted to read for a long time, including those books, and I've just been like, I don't want to read it yet, because what if I hate it, and then you'll all hate me because I hate it, and, like, so, because if you...
That's exactly how I feel, like, when I'm recommending something to someone to read, I feel the same way, because I'm like, oh, I would feel so bad if they read it, and I put all this hype around this book, and
I know.
they don't like it, right?
I know. Yeah. Like, even when I have people comment on some of my videos about, like, Kiss the Deception or, like, Winter's Curse, I think I've only had one person say they didn't like maybe Kiss of Deception. I don't remember. I'm not sure if that was it or not. But, and I was just like, oh, I'm sorry that I love it. But I get a lot of hate from people who love The Maze Runner, and they will, like, bash. They'll be like, how do you not like The Maze Runner? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just didn't like it. Like, people get real upset. And The Fault in Our Stars, which I liked, but I didn't love it. So people are like, how did you not love it? Like, it's just, it's bad. But Maze Runner is the one that gives me the most... Yeah. Like, people get so pissed that I don't like The Maze Runner.
Yeah. But I feel like The Maze Runner is like, it's either people love it or people just absolutely hate it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, there's no, and that's what I've always said to people out there. There's no middle ground.
There's
like,
no in between. No.
And then they'll even like, when people comment, they'll use. I invited Lainey again just in case it hasn't worked. I'll just keep sending her invites. but people will comment and they'll use like the language from the Maze Runner that I actually say that I hate. Like I'm like I hate that those like slang words they use, and they'll be like, the Maze Runner is shocking awesome, and I'm like, I hate you. Don't do that. So yeah, but that's like the only book that's really popular on BookTube that I don't like. But I'm waiting to like watch me like not like Eleanor Park, and then like Louisina will never talk to me again.
But what is the point of like attacking people who didn't like
Right.
it? Like just talk to people who loved it.
Right. Yeah. Mine is less. I mean, I call it attacking. It's not. People have been fairly okay, but they'll definitely make points to comment and being like, "That's my favorite book," and I'm like, "Well, what's the point in you telling me it's your favorite book when like I just didn't like it? Now I feel bad that I didn't like your favorite book." And
Yeah,
like,
I mean, but you could be nice about it. You could say,
Right.
"Oh, I'm so sorry you didn't like it. I
Right.
really enjoyed it. Whatever, blah. Move on and talk about something else." And I
Right.
mean, it's okay to let the person know. Just don't make them feel bad about paying
right.
it.
Yeah. But I've had like multiple comments on like the series I won't finish video, and like I think my Grinch tag I mentioned hating Maze Runner because why not?
Yeah.
And people were like, "I love the Maze Runner," and I was like, "I'm sorry." Like, like I don't know what to
What do
tell
you do?
Yeah. So, and I tried with the Maze Runner. Like, I tried reading it 3 separate times. My boyfriend tried reading it. Like, I just can't. I just can't.
I don't even want to read it. Like, I never bought it. I don't have it. I'm not interested. I don't think I'm going to like it, so why bother?
What's it called? You should send an invite to Kenya too. She wanted to join us for the.
Ooh. Okay. So, and I keep seeing that it says that it's telling her that she doesn't have invites to hangouts. As far as Lainey, so we'll keep. Kenya, I'll try you, and then Lainey, I'll try you again. Lainey, I'm just gonna keep sending you invites, girl, until you can get in here. So I'll invite you, and I'll invite you to my little bookshelf.
Oh, by the way, I started this thing.
What'd you start? Wait, I can't see it. Hold on. Oh, do you like it so far?
I do. I like nothing. I've read like 25 pages, but I do like it. I do really like it so far. I like.
I'm nervous.
It's like super easy to read, but
Is it?
still like 25 pages and like a bunch of like, stuff is happening. I'm like, what is it going to be?
Yeah.
Where is it going?
I'm pumped. How many pages is that book?
It's what is it?
It's like 700, isn't it?
650. 47.
What a chunky book. Chunk. I got all these chunky books for Christmas, and I'm like, when am I gonna read these? I mean, I love them, but I'm like,
Did you see that lady said that maybe we should send it to her other Google Plus?
ooh, let me see. Hold on.
Oh my god! I just saw on the side that Tiny Fit left, and she's saying, "What if Lucia gets so evil she decides to do a Prince Amara move and seduce Magnus?"
Oh my god, I would be so fucking pissed. Okay. Oh my god. I would have a really big problem. Okay, Lainey Crest. Let's see if I can do this. Lainey Crest. Is that you? Yeah, totally you. Girl, your hair's dark in that picture. Okay. Alright, send it out. Oh, I love Google Plus and your stupid crap with Hangouts.
Come over.
Making it so... Now I'm like really nauseated about like Louisina, or not Louisina, that's you. Lucia and Magnus. No, I'm thinking about Lucia and Magnus and like wanting to throw up. Oh my god.
Lucina,
Guys, that better not happen. Oh my god. I can't even... Oh god. Okay. It's bad. That's like my no TP.
She gets
I get really invested. Oh my god. Like, back in my really invested TV days, like, don't even talk to me about the Vampire Diaries. Like,
Oh my god, yeah, I'm sorry.
I would literally roll around on the floor, like, with feelings. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, my roommate would be like, you need to stop. And I'm like, I can't because I have so many emotions. Like, it's bad. I know.
and then you go on YouTube and watch like OTP videos.
Yes! Yes! I found like a bunch of my old like fan music that I used to listen to like from videos, and I was right before I left for vacation, and I was like, I'm putting this on my playlist, and my boyfriend's like, it's your fan music, isn't it? And I was like, yes. like, at least he's supportive, right?
Yes, seriously, that's so awesome.
Yeah. So many a nights have I stayed up watching like OTP videos. It's bad.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Bad. I mean, I don't regret a minute of it, but I'm still ashamed. Like, it's just like, it's bad. Okay, let's see. We all have to add each other on the circle thing. Ah! I hate Google Plus. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Little.
Flash, why are you so annoying?
Let's try this. So do I have to like add them to a circle? I don't think I do. I can just like follow them, right? I'm hoping.
Just add them to a circle.
I don't have any.
What do you mean you don't have circles?
I don't like make circles on Google Plus because I'm lazy and I'm never on it. Like it just.
Me neither, but whatever. I have like one that says.
You have like a BookTube circle.
I have a BookTube circle.
Okay, let's see if there's anything else they can. Okay,
Like
so
I
added
don't
both.
do it, but they are there.
When you search for Lainey's channel on YouTube, the first thing is like gingerbread Lainey.
I
Why?
saw that. Yeah, I've seen that. I'm like, what does this mean? Added you back. Added you to circles. Okay. Okay, can I just put like... I'll just put you guys in VIP. You guys are the real VIP. Yeah.
Do we have to create a circle with everyone in it, or is it just a matter of following the person?
I don't know. Google Plus... No, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna try it again. We'll see how this works. Sorry, this is like the longest live show ever because of technical difficulties. So I'm gonna send your link. I'm gonna send my
It's going to be the last one for
right for a while.
So
we're
it
fine.
might as well be long.
Yeah. And we need the info. Yeah, we need the info on that spin-off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aren't they getting like email notifications or something? I didn't get one today, but I used to get like email notifications saying you invited me to live show. Your plus is so weird.
Try sending another one. Okay. I'm fingers crossed for you guys to be able to get in here because I added you guys to circles and everything else. Do 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 do. Okay. This is weird. So, can you guys can't send out invites, can you, Marina and Luisina? Can you send out invites?
No, because we
No,
don't
just
have.
me.
That's just you, girls. That's all you.
Let me see if I can figure this out.
Yeah, Lainey said that she's following me on both the Google Plus pages, and she's never not received an invite before, so I don't know what's going on. Let's try this. Following. Okay, it's saying that I don't have, like, I'm not following anybody, so what the heck?
How dare you?
I know, I am though.
Did you follow them on your channel page or on your personal page?
On the, my Google Plus.
Yeah, because, what's it called? It has the button at the very top, at least for me to invite people, but it won't let me click on it.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm on my Google account, my normal channel page account. Weird. What does this do? I don't know what this does. Ah! Okay, so Kenya added me, Lainey added me, we're both in circles. Listen here, Google Plus. This is why everyone hates you and didn't. Like,
Seriously.
It sounds so violent.
Shells.
On my keyboard.
Invite. One day they will join us. Wonderful.
I don't understand why it's taking so long because we get here just fine.
I know. That's why I'm like, what the heck? We
It's
just
not
want
like
to
there's, like there's a limit.
We just want to know.
That's I literally just want to know about that.
I know.
Why don't you? Why I'm just thinking. I don't know if it will work. Why don't you just send them the link from this page from the live show that says?
I think they'll just let them watch it, right?
No, that should be for them to join.
This link up here.
Just try to like send them a DM with that link.
I will attempt it. I'm not making any.
Maybe it will work.
Start shouting if they appear.
I've known of people who have sent out that link and then it's like, oh my god, people can join.
The link at the top bar?
Yeah,
It's
the one that says
yeah.
+google.com/hangout and whatever.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Let's try this shit. So guys, I'm gonna DM you. Technology's so stupid. So we follow each other. So let's message. And send. Louisina, if this magically works, I'm gonna be so happy.
Fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
And messages, new message.
I'm just waiting for a moment when it will finally work and everyone will
Sorry.
start screaming.
Right. Okay, so I sent direct messages. Both. Please. Ooh! Oh! Did it work?
Ryan.
Yes! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Get the most technical
The link
difficulty.
works. The link works.
Oh, thank God. So yeah, so Kenya should join us in a second too. Thank
I can't
Jesus.
see anything.
What was the issue?
I can't see anything, guys.
You can't see anything?
Okay, there. No,
Okay.
it froze.
Oh,
It
okay.
froze.
We're good.
But it's back. Yeah. We know. There it is.
That was
Hi,
weird.
Hey.
Yeah, we need all the goods. All the goods.
So how far are you into the book, Lainey?
I'm like 65 pages in.
Okay.
Yep. I'm really, really liking it. I'm not just saying that because obviously I love the series, but no, it combines like contemporary modern day Toronto with what Mythica used to be 1,000 years before the events of Fallen Kingdoms happened. So there's no like Oranos or Limeros or any of those. It's just the country.
Uh-huh.
From what I gathered, and I've only read.
It used to be a whole thing, yeah.
What was that?
No, I said that they mentioned that it used to be like one thing at some point.
So, and actually, from the 65 pages that I've read, only one chapter of it has been in Maddox's point of view, which is, I want to say he's a witch, but he has like magical powers.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other chapters I've been reading, they've all taken place in Toronto.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's modern day Toronto, you said, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if she like name drops places around Toronto. I'm excited to read about that.
Oh, hi!
Man, what a mess.
hours later.
Right.
Well, we need to remember that we have to send the link.
I'll just do that next time I do a live show because all the
Seriously.
invites are crap.
True.
Yep. I'm really, really liking it. I'm not just saying that because obviously I love the series, but
What is going on?
finds like
Who
contemporary.
has another link open?
Wait.
But Minica
Not
used
me.
1,000 years before.
In my head, I'm like, Lainey, you've already said that.
Why are you repeating yourself?
That's so
What's going
funny.
on?
Okay,
It was
stop.
me. Sorry, I
Oh, no,
have
it's okay.
the open.
That's so funny.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah.
But there's two sisters and they're from Toronto, Becca and Crystal, and they get sent this book from their aunt, and they own a bookshop in Toronto, and or their mom does. So she opens up the book and it's like all like ancient looking and in a language they don't understand. And when Becca holds it, she gets like transported. I don't know if it's back in time or in the future. I don't know what the timeline between United States or North America and so like it's different. I'm thinking she got sent back in time, but who knows?
Yeah.
But she's kind of sent back as a spirit, so no one can see her except for Maddox.
Oh, that's
Wow, look at that.
okay. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then the other boy character besides Maddox is Farrell, and I really like him so far. And
Is he like the rich, mean one?
Yeah, he's like rich, and his family's part of a secret society. And I don't know much because I'm like currently reading them in the first secret society meeting, and I'm assuming it's kind of about magic and stuff, but they don't really reveal a lot so far. But it's called the Hawkspear Society, like the Hawks. I don't know if that relates to the Watchers.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really interesting, and I'm assuming that Crystal, and Farrell are going to meet up because now Crystal needs to figure out what happened to her sister, and she's heard some names, and I think she's going to try to find out about the secret society and what happens with it. But I'm just guessing. But
You know what would be crazy? What if like that secret society is the ones who start the Watchers, and then the Mythica, like Cleo and everything, is in the future? That would be crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if that's like the Hawk thing, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot wait to read that. You should just read to us, lady.
Right.
I'm stay here forever.
It's really good. I didn't know if I would like the combination of fantasy and contemporary, but I think it appeals to a lot more people then. And I think you can actually read this book before you read Falling Kingdoms, because it's kind of like a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you need to read Falling Kingdoms to like know what's going on, because like no one we know has been mentioned yet besides Valoria, who's currently in reign of Northern Mythica.
Oh, look at that.
But it's
Alright.
going to be another series, right?
Sorry?
It's going to be another series.
It's gonna be a trilogy.
Trilogy. I figured it'd be shorter than the other one.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh, can't wait to read that.
Man, so many books. That's crazy.
I mean, no pressure, Lainey, but you know, you gotta finish that and let us know. 5 out of 5.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish it this weekend. So.
Yeah.
I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah.
How far are you into it again?
Like 65 pages.
Okay.
Oh, calculating like how long will it be until
Do you think there's going to be a crossover, though? You know?
Yeah, I wonder if there is going to be anything that kind of connects the two.
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know.
maybe like little hints here and there, but I don't know if the characters will actually
What?
I feel like something just happened with all the audio, and it just went like, and everything disappeared.
Wait, it's Lady's fan.
Shut up.
Oh my God.
But yeah. Oh, this series is so good. I freaking love it.
Yeah, I really loved Gathering Darkness. Like that. Obviously, we've been talking about that, but like, I'm in it. I went on Tumblr last night and I was like, where is the Magnus Cleo fan art? Like, I was so pissed.
Yeah,
There's, like,
I like
none.
stopped the Tumblr post of Fallen Kingdoms.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. Like
ah.
the Sarah J. Maas one, she has some really good stuff in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, Tumblr, you need to get on the Fallen Kingdoms thing. Like, I'm gonna need some art here. I'm gonna need some, like, you know, like, picture sets. Like, I'm gonna need that. So,
Yeah.
I was gonna start working on it.
I think of this
My internet.
just getting started with like the hype and the popularity.
Right.
It's gonna be there soon.
Yeah. It better. I'm really surprised. I mean, I like Throne of Glass. I've only read the first one, but I'm surprised it's not on the same level because like they both have the same amount of books out. So I'm surprised it hasn't like caught up kind of to there. But I know that Throne of Glass has had a lot more hype since like the first book, where this one kind of took a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed.
Oh, yeah.
But my internet was out for like an hour, so I didn't get to like watch any of this. But you guys all liked Gathering Darkness then?
Yeah.
It was my favorite so far in the series.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not my favorite one. My favorite one's Rebel Spring. I don't know why.
Do you love Jonas? Is that why?
No, I think that it's because I don't know. I was hearing Lainey talking about it and how it was the best one, so I'm going in thinking, okay, if she thinks it's the best one, it's because there's a lot of Magnus and Cleo interaction. So I'm just waiting for those parts, and there's like one tiny part with like a paragraph.
And then we get interrupted. Like that was like I read that passage literally 5 times before I could actually move on.
Seriously.
Yes.
Seriously, yeah, I went back and I was like, okay, oh my god. I like kept rereading.
Yeah. Wait, which one was the other one?
Well, I just really liked their interaction when he was drunk in like the
That was mean.
Yes, but I don't like him.
That was so mean.
It was honest. And
Yeah,
he was letting his feelings out.
Yeah, he like whispered that he killed what's his face. I don't even remember his name.
He was fighting from his emotions. Yeah, I love him. I love him. The less we talk about Theon as a character because he sucks, the more happy I am.
I liked him. I thought he was gonna be like the Kale of this story.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, like at first in the beginning.
Yeah. No, he wasn't.
There's people that will comment on some of my Fallen Kingdoms videos saying like how much they ship Theon and Cleo and how
Yes, I was reading
and they're
that.
like in the but they're like in the middle of the story, like they haven't finished it yet, and I'm like, I can't even respond because he dies.
Right. You're just like dot. Like
Yeah.
I was reading those.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
oh my gosh. I didn't even ship that when it was happening though. Like good for you kinda though. Like
It
I mean
happened too fast. It was insta love. It was way too quick.
yeah.
I have a thing for
I think we were all confused, and then we were like, oh, okay, he's dead. Whatever. Moving on.
Oh, there's somebody sent a link to some Tumblr.
Oh, whoever did that, let's see. I'm like jumping on that right now. Let me find it.
Why can't I see that?
Did you guys talk about Sabina being Magnus's mom?
We don't buy it.
Still don't.
Buy it.
I don't believe it.
Because then because I reread Fallen Kingdoms and like she like seduces him.
Wait, what?
I'm like,
Right. Right.
Sabina like tries to like she's like I'll be your mistress.
Right.
And then
Yeah,
after
it's.
I read Gathering Darkness, I'm like,
Exactly.
like is that real? I want to know if that's. It's kind of I can kind of see her being his mom, but then I can't.
Right.
I just don't believe anything the king says, so I'm like, no.
Yeah.
True.
Right. And even, like, I think Magnus brought that up, didn't he, in Gathering Darkness? Wasn't he like, wait, she tried to seduce me? And he's like, your mother was a complicated woman. And we're like, like not that complicated. Like, come on. So, yeah. I don't know. I would like it if he had some, we were talking about this before, but I would like it if he had some kind of, like, magical powers from that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Are you guys seeing the fan art? I like that Cleo that they have here. She's really
I couldn't find the link.
Where is this link?
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bless you.
I'm just
Do
gonna
you
take
have
it
questions? 'Cause I don't see it.
tag.
You know, I don't see it either.
Okay, it's my last tweet.
Okay.
I really
Oh,
like
someone
this.
retweet that. I don't follow her.
Well, you better follow her now.
I am going to, but I don't know what her Twitter is.
Oh, this is
My little
good.
bookshelf. LIL instead of little.
My little book.
I was gonna change it. I want to change it, but I'm so scared because then it's like I want to change the channel name too, but it's just scary.
Oh, it is scary.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh,
There's only one edit at the very top.
Oh god, I keep moving this thing.
Oh, I've seen that edit before.
I just really like that Cleo. She looks, I don't know, stronger in the
Oh,
face
God.
than your Cleo Laney. I don't know why I don't see her as Cleo. She looks too fragile and tiny.
I think that's why I see her.
Really? Because I feel like,
Because in the beginning, I felt like she was a
Yeah,
little
you
bit
told you.
in the beginning.
like, all about the look.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna have
The
to
only
watch
one
it.
that I really, after you mentioned that you thought Alexius was Hayden Christensen, that's who I kept seeing. And I was like, I hate Hayden Christensen. And so
I
that's when
hate
I started
him
like
too.
hating Alexius, which is fine because I didn't really like him that much anyway before. But I was like, oh, so like when he died this time, I was like, yes, Hayden Christensen. Like it was great.
Who is that character again? I mean, not the character, the actor.
Hayden Christensen, the guy that played like Darth Vader in like the newest Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I don't know.
Yeah, such a whiny brat.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
Did you guys see the Lucia one?
The one that she did for the fan cast?
A
Yeah.
lot
Is
of
that Lady Gaga?
In the Tumblr.
I've noticed a lot of people on Tumblr fan cast her as Katie McGrath, and I just think Katie McGrath is too old to play Lucia.
I want to go see who that is because I don't know.
I mean, I think she looks like a Lucia, but like a Lucia at 25 years old.
Oh wow.
Wait, what's the actress's name?
Katie McGrath, she was in like the Merlin series.
Oh.
I'm going through the Tumblr and I don't even know what's going on here.
Pretty. I like her. Oh no, yeah, she does sound cool. Yeah. Wait, did you say she was in the Mortal Instruments?
No, she was in the Merlin series. That was like on the BBC.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if she was younger, she'd be perfect.
Oh wow.
Like
Yeah,
this-
Lucia.
This one right there, that's the one that I really do see her as Lucia, right there.
Yeah.
You see that? Because
Yeah.
she looks.
Like the big eyes and everything.
Mhm.
I have a really hard time picturing actors as book characters for some reason. Like,
Yep.
it doesn't happen very often for me. The only person that I really picture exactly as a book character is Hunter Parrish or Warner from Shatter Me. Like, that's the only one that I'm like, that's who it is. But otherwise, I have, like, I can never picture people's faces. I have, like, a really hard time with it in my head, which is weird.
I do too, but then I force myself to like find
Yeah,
people.
that's
for
what
the
I
series.
do.
That's a good idea, because I can never, like... I've started picturing the guy that you said for Magnus, like, the side profile as him,
Yeah.
but not, like, the full-on face.
Which one was it?
What happens to me, which is really weird, is that when I'm reading a book, either I don't imagine anything, or I imagine them, like, the characters, like, animated,
Animated?
like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
I get face, like from anime, like
Right.
Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I get for some reason. It's
Yeah.
super weird, but it's always been like that.
I'm not gonna lie though, but like I cannot get the picture of Elsa out of my head when I think of Cleo.
Oh my god.
I picture kind of like her color hair, yeah, because it's supposed to be like really, really light.
And like her dress, I don't know, like her, I don't know, like her sass. That's what I see in Cleo.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Sass
talk
queen.
about Elsa. By the way, that's Idina right there.
What was that?
That's
Oh,
Idina
yeah.
right there.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
So random.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's the gist of it.
Who do you guys gonna think is gonna be the villain in the next book?
I think those like elemental things, like I was talking before, that I feel like
fire guy.
yeah, the elemental things I basically imagine as like Greek Titans, and Greek Titans fuck everything up. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen is just like those guys getting released and like wreaking havoc on everything. Like that's gonna be like the main problem.
I feel like Gaius is gonna die, and like the king from kingdom, whatever, is gonna come. Either he's gonna die like that, or he's gonna die first, and then the other king is gonna come.
Yeah, I can see that being a thing. Gaius is like out. He's stayed past his prime. He needs to be like.
Seriously, he needs to die. Yeah. Like, Melania was supposed to kill him and she didn't, and now.
No! Worthless. Millennia, that was your one job. You had one job.
It
failed.
would be super cool. It would be super cool if Magnus.
I think that Magnus is gonna kill him.
I think so too.
Yeah, that would be cool, actually. Yeah.
He just deserves to kill him, you know? Like, out of all the pain, like, it needs to be Magnus.
And then he and Cleo can rule Uranus together.
Oh.
That's cute. Hey, they are married already.
Yes.
Like, they were saying how they thought, remember that girl in the dungeon? Weren't you guys saying that was who? Amelia?
I feel like that's Amelia. I feel like the girl in the dungeon is Amelia.
Yeah.
If you figure that out and that's actually Amelia, that's like biggest plot twist.
Yeah.
I just don't believe that Amelia's dead. And every time we talk in a live show, they're like, Sam, Amelia's dead. I'm like, no, she's not. And then that girl showed up, and I was like, why do they keep pinpointing that girl? That girl's dark hair. Da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, it's Amelia. So
the girl who's gonna be connected to the other spin-off series and be like that ghost girl or something.
That's fine with me too. Now that we know about that.
Yeah.
I just don't believe that Amelia's dead. She's gonna make this like grand appearance later. I just the seeds, guys. The seeds were glowing.
Yeah, the seeds like did.
Book 6 is gonna be like, I'm still here.
Right. Like, this series will end, and I'll be like, no, Amelia's still alive, guys. Like, it's serious. Like, she's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone should ask Morgan about that.
Oh.
So
She'd be like, dot, dot, dot.
If she says no comment, then we know there's hope.
She probably wouldn't even respond. If I was an author, I'd be like, no, I'm not even gonna touch that.
You get on that.
Lainey's the connection.
I know, but we're like, go tell her this.
Like, they hang out. Like, they like talk on the phone. We're like, tell Morgan next time you guys chat that blah blah blah.
I was so excited seeing you open that box though. I was like,
oh my god, video.
Did I walked up my porch and I like saw it there and like I couldn't contain myself. And then I'm like, I gotta film this. I have to film this. But I like wait till my dad left.
Oh god.
No.
That's so awesome, though. I'm so glad that she's like a really cool author that like interacts with her readers, like above and beyond. Yeah. Because some, like, we all have plenty of authors that'll be like, thanks if we, like, mention them in a tweet, but she, like, sending, like, here you go, like, that's awesome. I really like that. It's better than the authors that, like, talk to you and are like, why did you diss my book?
be careful, they're gonna go stalk you too.
Right. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sorry. But yeah, you guys. Oh, I don't know what else. There's so much in this book.
we're like, what else can we discuss? We like go really in depth. We're like, this thing meant this, which means that so and so is still alive. Like, which is pretty much how I feel about it. So, I was looking for this on the Twitter chat that you guys did with Morgan like a while ago. Because I didn't look at it because I didn't want spoilers for the books. But did she answer someone's question that was like, who's everybody on the cover?
Yeah.
Like, who's on the
Yeah.
So Cleo's on the first one because of the ring she's wearing.
Because of Cleo?
Yeah.
Wait,
Sorry,
say-
because of the what?
She's like wearing a ring, so Morgan says it's Cleo.
Oh.
Those are not girl hands.
That does not look like a girl.
And when did Cleo have a dagger? When did she have the jeweled dagger? Anyway, okay, who's on the second one?
Jonas.
Okay, that's what I thought it
Okay,
was.
that makes sense.
And
That
then
makes sense.
she says she believes that Felix is on the cover of Gathering
I was
Dust.
gonna say Felix.
Oh, dumb.
But like I think it's Magnus
So do I.
because he's supposed to be really good at archery.
Right.
So I thought, oh, that's him.
But
I
Magnus
don't
was
even know. I don't even know. Like
slow.
when I think about bows and arrows, I just assume Lysandra. I know it's not her, but that's the only
Right.
that's.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a man hand. It's a man hand. For sure.
I know. I'm not saying it's her. I'm saying that that's what I connect with archery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to know what the next book cover is gonna look
I
like.
know.
Yes.
God.
I just want to know the color. What color is it gonna be? Like, I don't know. I feel like we could do it with like an orange, like.
Or like a green, like a
Or
I
dark
can see green.
Like
I can see green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Her cover is the third one though. I love that purple.
Yeah.
I do too.
Really pretty.
Anytime there's a purple cover, I'm all about it. That's why I like Heart of Betrayal. I'm like, ooh, yay, purple cover.
Yeah.
Who? I got a real quick ask. Who's your Caden or Rafe?
Rafe,
Wait, what?
yes, for Kiss of
You
Deception.
haven't read Heart of Kiss of Deception
No,
yet.
I
Kevin.
haven't.
You need
No,
to.
no.
Yeah.
No. No spoilers.
It's not spoilers. It's just who you are.
Yeah, it's definitely not. This book, it'll change your life.
Seriously, I don't know. We were talking about that before you got here, but I was like, read The Kiss of Deception and read The Winter's Curse. That's all I ask of all my friends. It's just
Yeah.
Oh, no, I really want to read both.
yeah.
I've
Do it right now.
for a while.
Right. Read it right now. What are you doing? Yeah.
Like I
So
read Kiss of
good.
Deception in like a day. It was that addicting.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a book hangover from that, and I don't usually have book
Yeah.
hangovers, but I was like, oh my god, I'm obsessed. And Leah is like such a good character. I just love
She's awesome. I really liked her.
Yeah, and so is Kestrel from The Winter's Curse. Those are my babies.
Yeah.
Those are my
How many
babies.
books are there going to be? Is it a trilogy or a 6-book series?
For Kiss of Deception?
Uh-huh.
I think it's, 4, right?
Oh, okay.
I think she said a trilogy, but then I thought a chronicle. To me, a chronicles is more than 3 books.
Yeah, I think that she was supposed to be a trilogy, and then she said that it was going to be more than 3 now.
Well, I'm hoping there's more like Gathering Darkness. I mean, Fallen Kingdom. That one was supposed to be 3, right?
I think
Originally.
it was supposed to be 4, and she didn't know how she was going to wrap it all up in 4
Yeah.
books.
Yeah, because I can't imagine if the last book was about to happen. Like, that would be,
Yeah.
no. I'd be really nervous.
And now we'll get like 2 books a year from her for like the next 3 years.
Yeah.
That's good.
Holy crap.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
She's like turning into Jennifer
How
Armentrout.
does she even write that fast?
Right. Seriously, like those authors that churn out books like that, like Jennifer Armentrout is like not a human. She's like a robot. Like she puts out like 4 books a year, that girl. I'm like, calm down. It's crazy. Yeah, but so many good books are coming out this year that like I don't even know what to do with my life. Like, what am I gonna even? I was like, okay, this is the year I had to start grad school. Great, thanks. All these like new releases that I'm like all about.
Like, how am I
There's a
going
bunch coming out in January.
What was that?
There's like a bunch coming out in January that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like, I think I have like 3 or 4 already pre-ordered for January, and it's like, that's just the first month. Like, really? Like, it's crazy.
I'm so behind on everything. I have to read a bunch of books still.
I do too, but I just pre-order them and then let them sit on my shelf for like a month. So, no big deal or anything. But, yeah, this is the year for catching up on my series, so I say now. So I'm not
All
gonna
I
happen.
want to do is just reread Throne of Glass and Fallen Kingdoms for like ever.
Just over and over and over again. And then you can read The Kiss of Deception and add that in there.
That one too. I'm really gonna read it. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna read it. That's enough.
Wait.
After Zodiac, though.
Yeah, I'm reading Zodiac after I finish the book I'm reading now, Eleanor and Park.
Yeah. Zodiac is actually pretty good. I was so nervous.
We'll probably get into this more in the live show, but like the beginning was really confusing for me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I was like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah. But
There's a lot with sci-fi, I feel like. Like, even like the light sci-fi books, like you're kind of just like, what? And then it all kind of falls into place.
yeah. I just think it was like because it takes place in the galaxy, it's just my mind cannot wrap around what that looks like. Yeah, it's pretty good though. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that live show for you guys. I was like, I need to read this.
It's really fast too, though. It's I don't know. I feel like it's I don't know. For me, it went fast.
Yeah. I think sci-fis are like that too, though. Like Avalon, I was talking about that earlier. I was talking about Avalon by Mindy Arnett. That was like fast. I was like, oh my god. Like, what is happening?
I can't wait for the second book.
Yeah. That looks really good.
The covers are like gorgeous.
Yes.
I haven't. I bought that one at the Strand because you, Lainey, and I haven't even read it.
It's really good. I put it off for a while, and now I'm like, oh, I really like this series. It's cute. Really enjoy it.
Are you guys gonna? I know you guys were talking about this about BEA and stuff. Are you guys gonna go?
I'm like 98% sure I'm gonna go.
Like, I really want to go.
Really,
you have to go.
It's just I'm in California, and that's literally across the country. You know, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for me it's just a drive down.
Oh, girl, you have no idea.
Lucy was like on a whole other continent. Like.
Oh. Where are you?
Yep. I'm in Argentina.
Oh, cool! Oh, did you know the Zodiac author is from Argentina too?
What?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh,
wow.
Oh my god.
You can read it now.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to check that out. Like, I knew about the book because wasn't it like last BA or something? Like there was something somewhere they were handing them over everywhere. Yeah. So I knew it was out. But no, I have no idea. She was in here.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Look.
That is crazy.
Yeah, she's from
What's
Buenos
her name,
Aires.
though?
Romina Russell, but I think her name is.
Romina, right? Yeah, I saw that her name was Romina.
Last name is different. I just can't remember.
Her real last name.
Yeah. Yeah, she's from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is cool. So you can talk to her after you read the book. You can go find her, and you guys can talk, and you can be our connection to her, just like Lainey is our connection to Morgan.
No, she's so nice. She talks to everybody. Like, she replies back to everybody.
Really nice.
Aww.
She always likes my
pictures for like an additional hour after that Twitter chat.
Yeah, she kept replying to everybody.
Aww.
Oh.
Nice. Oh. So speaking of BEA, like, so you guys both, did you guys both go last year or just Lainey?
We
Both.
You both went? Yeah. So, like, not an exact, like, price, but, like, how expensive was, like, the whole weekend? Like, is it, like, save up a lot of money to, like, because it's super crazy, or, like, you can be reasonable?
If I would have bought all the books that I bought, then it wouldn't have been that expensive.
Right.
I saved money so I was able to spend at the bookstores that we were going to go together, but other than that, it was, like...
Well, we were lucky because we got a cheap hotel because of Kayla.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So we paid for like each like 187 or something for like 3 nights, 4 days.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
But we won't get that this year. But definitely, I would definitely recommend getting one of the hotels closest to the convention center because we literally walked 2 blocks and we were there.
That's nice. I have to look into that, like, soon-ish.
Yeah.
I have been sort of planning it.
Walked.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, like the price. I'm saying like 1,500.
Mhm.
What?
And that includes like plane ticket and hotel and stuff.
Right, for you to go to get there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can drive, but it's just gonna be a pain in the ass because I live in Delaware.
Mhm.
So I can drive, it's close enough, but it's just gonna be like gas money and then whatever hotel room I end up getting and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably drive too. Because for me, it's just like going down. It's like
Right.
a 10-hour drive? 10, 12 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that you have to worry about then really it's the hotel. And they're pretty expensive though, because I was looking at them until I think it was Kilo who found the Best Western that we stayed at. Because they were really expensive. Like I was looking at hotels with Cassidy and it was like $900 or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is
The
insane.
ones I started looking at though for this year, I think it would only be like $400 for a week.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Once you split it like between everyone in the room.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing is that the rooms are tiny.
I know the plane is what kills you.
Yeah. Yeah. That would suck.
It was fun though. It was really, really fun to meet everybody. That was like my favorite part. Cause I didn't like BEA. I didn't like the whole
Well, we went
event.
to BookCon.
Or BookCon, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really like it. It was just meeting everybody was fun.
That's pretty much why I want to go. Like, I mean, trying to pick up, like, ARCs or get books or whatever is fun, too, but it's, like, that's, like, the one chance you get to, like, meet up with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's, like, we're all spread out. So, and I didn't go, I was going to go to YALLFest this year, but then I was like, YALLFest is kind of crazy, and it's a drive for me, like, a long drive, and I'm just like, I'm just not going to this year. But it seems like BA is the big one that, like, everybody tries to kind of converge on.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, because we all thought we were going to get free books.
Right.
I think we will. I mean, at least like Riley and Shannon and I are planning on like we're going to BEA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 'Cause that's the one-
Yeah, that's where all, like, the actual
yeah.
Yeah. And that's like 3 days of books versus that one day we had a BookCon.
Right. But at least BookCon this year is 2 days, right? It's 2
I
days.
think we're gonna go still to that too, just to kind of see how it changed.
Right.
Because they had a lot of issues last year.
Yeah, and it sounds like they've taken a lot of, like, their criticism
Mm-hmm.
into
yeah.
consideration.
I remember we had a live show and we were all doing the survey together.
Like, we hated it. That's so funny. Yeah, fingers crossed it's better this year.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah. In the first, yeah.
Keep me updated.
The one that I really want to go to is the new one that they're going to have here, the Y'all West, I guess they're calling. Yeah. I'm going to go to that one, and I know that Jill is around the area, so I can go meet her and stuff, so that one's going to be fun.
I totally wish I could go.
Yeah.
So much.
Go! You don't have to pay for a place to stay. You can go stay at my aunt's house. I already told her. She was like, yeah, come over.
Where does your aunt live?
Huh?
Where does your aunt live?
She lives in downtown LA, like by Staples Center and Nokia, the Nokia place or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I might
nice.
look up some plane tickets and see how much it would be to go to California.
Do it! Do it!
Because it would only be because like I'm like in the middle of the country, so it's never.
It's not that bad, yeah. And you still have time because it's like in April.
Yeah.
So
And
my
Rochelle
mom
used
just
to
walked
be there,
in
so-
and she was coming to say goodbye and she just waved. She saw me here and she just waved.
She just went. She's like, okay. That's so funny. Yeah. What time is it? Oh, I have to go eat dinner because it's like 2
Midnight
o'clock
for
at
me.
night.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys, though.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Thank you
It's
guys for
crazy.
joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for joining in and letting us
Yeah, thank you so
know.
much.
And make sure you finish the book. I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
We're
I'm
gonna
really gonna take it back up. Wait, what?
We're gonna be expecting a book talk.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
Gushing.
thinking about like filming a non-spoiler review, but I won't be able to post it until like June.
Yeah, you can't do it. 'Cause-
Oh, right.
when does it come out?
June 28th.
Yeah, so you have to wait like until like maybe like May 28th at the very earliest, right?
That is like half the year.
I know.
The copy even finished?
Yeah, but they don't even. Yeah, they don't. Publishers don't want you to say stuff too early because it like ruins their hype for it and stuff.
Yeah.
Sucks.
So we'll just do it on DM.
let us know. Like, funny.
Alright, you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.